Hello everyone, today I just finished my trip in Saudi Arabia. I rented a car. I just want to share my experience with you guys. If you are planning to go to Saudi Arabia, visiting Riyadh or Dammam, and you want to rent a car, my experience, it was not really great experience, but at the same time I really enjoyed. Renting car is very challenging in Saudi Arabia. First I arrived in international airport, so I had a really hard time to find where is the car rental. Very difficult. Nobody knew anything, or maybe many people they don't speak English. Everybody they direct you not in the proper place. So I had my luggage. It was 2 a.m. and I was walking everywhere. I couldn't find it. I go to Terminal 3 because I thought, oh, Terminal 5, Terminal 5. It would say Terminal 4. But eventually, I guess it was a Terminal 2, and the downstairs, you have to walk a lot. At the end of the terminal, in the parking, you will see some spread out offices that you can get the car. Actually, I went there. I wanted to. I already reserved my car by Alamo on the website. When I went there, the guy he gave me the form. He said, "Oh, just fill it out," and he said, "Okay, you must have a Saudi SIM card." I said, "It doesn't make sense why I should have Saudi SIM card." I said, "No, this is a rules. You should have Saudi SIM card." Imagine that. At 2:30 a.m. I was extremely tired. He said, "Oh, I will give you a ride to the Terminal 1 or Terminal 2. It was because it was too much walking, and he took me there to buy a SIM card. I got a SIM card. That SIM card was by Zain. I didn't want to get by Zain, but the other one, STC, it was so long line and people waiting. They said, no, don't get it from there. We got the SIM card from Zain, but it was not working. Even after 1 hour I was staying there, it was not working. I was so tired, mad. I said, I don't want to get a car anymore. But he said, okay, let's go back to the car and I will fix it for you. Okay, we went there, and without the phone number, he put something that I rented a car. But this is one side of a story, but driving is so difficult. At the same time, when I got it, the GPS was not working. I'm not sure if you have you must have VPN that your GPS works or not. How is that? I had hard time to find my place, but the people that drive so bad. But eventually with the VPN my GPS works, but the GPS often tells you something that would not be possible, or it predicts your time much faster than what you're actually taking to get to the places. So it took me forever to go any places. People driving extremely dangerous, because even I was driving in city of Riyadh, there's too much traffic, driving so bad. The roads are not standard. Sometimes people just park in middle of bigger streets, or they just block your way in the morning that you want to go, and you just park very close to each other, and nobody can pass. Really, nobody can pass. Or because of the structures and of urban design of Riyadh, it's very complicated. People just parking in almost in the highway, in the sidewalk. It's sometimes very dangerous, and sometimes double parking and make it more dangerous. And it's like I never want to recommend anybody to rent a car except you have experience of driving in the Middle East and you know how they drive it, because all the time you have to push the horn, bing to alert everybody around you. Otherwise it would be extremely risky, extremely dangerous to drive. Like every time I had so much stress when I was going from A to B or B to C. It was very difficult because I never could get straightforward to my address, because the GPS always made me lost. Because sometimes even GPS shows you in the right direction and it will tell you in the left, go to the left. As you go to the left, the map is showing something else. It was not really like a standard experience with GPS and map and the city. That's why I do not want to recommend to rent a car in Riyadh, and maybe the best practice is using Uber or taxi to go different places in Saudi Arabia for now. Because especially like I told you, sometimes middle of highway they have a ramp, or sometimes in middle of a highway or big street they have a bumpers, several bumpers. You cannot predict. There is no sign that there is a bumper. It was very dangerous to drive there. Just be careful if you rent it, but at the same time it has fun also if you get used to that driving system, but no guarantee that you will have an accident or you will not have an accident. Hopefully you will make it safe to your destination eventually. Thank you so much for following me.